musical theater, internet talk shows, and Ryan Beatty. Stick with me. This is Nothing to Do. Hey there, my hard-rockin' amigos and amigas. Hoots here, and this is the weekly Fresno web series that talks about the cool stuff going on in town and dares you to tell us there's nothing to do. This is our last episode before our big season finale. That means we're really pulling out all the stops. We've got a great interview, great content to feature, and we've worked super hard on making sure this episode is top-notch. No phoning it in today. On this episode, Oh, sorry. Hello? Yeah. That's cool. No one's listening anyway. No one watches this show. It's fine. One of my favorite things about Fresno is the theater scene. There are so many different theater companies in town doing really awesome work. Good Company Players down in the tower continues to produce mainstream, accessible shows like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, currently running at Roger Rocca's. The New Ensemble is producing Hamlet right now, starring Brooke Aiello in the title role. That's right, a lady Hamlet. How cool is that? And Stageworks Fresno is continuing to produce high-quality and currently relevant theater in Fresno, like Next to Normal later this summer and Masterclass, starring Broadway's own Jacqueline Antaramian on April 27th, 28th, and 29th. Check out these companies online and others to plan your theater-going schedule for the month. Normally, I would say that promoting another web-based talk show would be counterproductive to keeping our show alive. But since we don't know how much longer we're going to be around, and since our next episode will be our season finale, I'm going for it. Basically Brandon is a show on Central Valley Talk starring Brandon Delsid and Camille Gaston. The first time I watched the show, it seemed sort of silly, but having watched a few episodes and having been a guest on the show, I'm singing a different tune. Brandon is only 17 years old, but has the presence of a much bigger host. The show talks about pop culture news with a lean towards theater news and reality shows. It's a ton of fun, and I would not be surprised to see it blow up in the near future. You can watch it live on CentralValleyTalk.com on Monday and Wednesday nights from 10:30 to 11:30. The first video I want you to watch on GodLoveFresno.com this week is the profile of Sosana Teklamariam of Lucy's Lair. Taste Fresno's a la carte series talks to her about her awesome Ethiopian restaurant and the proper way to eat Ethiopian food.
Ethiopian food you eat with your hands. You take the injera, which is like crepe kind of flatbread. Take a small piece and grab the food with that and eat it. You don't need no silverware, and all our meals is like that.
Next, check out this My Indie Nation street scene video on Johnny Q, local high fade and band promoter. Besides the fact that it opens with Nicole after a long day of picking strawberries in her favorite weathered denim skirt. She gets Johnny to open up about where his love of music started and where it's taking him today. Check it out.
When I was 18, I got a guitar for graduation, high school, and from there on, I just fell in love with music. I get this sense of joy and happiness with every band I work with, whether they're just beginning or they're well accomplished. It just it brightens me up. It's one of those things, hard to explain.
This week's most interesting person in Fresno is Ryan Beatty. He's a Clovis kid who made it big singing cover tunes on YouTube and is now down in LA showing up on the Ryan Seacrest Show and getting ready to release an album full of original material. We asked Ryan how this whole internet scene sensation thing got started.
My sister Jenny, she had a YouTube channel a long time ago, and she wanted me to do a song with her. And so we put up a cover together, and then finally, we didn't get much views on the first video, and then she got me to make my own channel. She kept convincing me, and finally I was like, whatever, she stops bugging me, and I made my own channel. And within the first week, I got 10,000 views on my first cover on my channel, and I was so blown away. I couldn't believe it. To be the #1 most subscribed musician on YouTube in the first month, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Check out the full interview with Ryan Beatty on the Nothing to Do channel and find out more about his musical influences and his favorite food in Fresno.
It was a cold Wednesday night in late December, so my friends and I decided to venture to this neighborhood watering hole for some late-night libation and laughs. Little did we know that it was much chillier inside. as the servers apparently do not want anything to do with 20-somethings, whom they assume will not tip more than 15%. Our waitress insisted on carding us after we had already been there an hour. She also did not split our check upon request at the end of the night, and was baffled to learn that other restaurants do this regularly when the customers request it. All in all, I would never return to this place if it weren't for a certain young blonde busboy who was prompt with filling our glasses and wooing us with his vast knowledge of punk rock bands and classic Nickelodeon cartoons. If only I remembered his name.
All right, Mike. What should I do?
Hey guys, I'm going to recommend this week you go see Ozomali Friday night, 4:20 at Tower Theater. Mainly because I feel like we're both Oz's, so we got to stick together on that one. 40 Watt Hype is opening, and like I did mention, it is 4:20, and I'm not going to recommend anything in that arena, but there's a lot of good music that night. You can go see Tech Nine at Warner's Theater, you can go see Pilot Toe Hill at Babylon, or you can go see the popular Journey cover band Midnight Run at Starline. So lots of good music Friday night, 4:20. Hit up FresnoBeehive.com for more info on those and anything else happening this week and next weekend. Bye.
And we're done. Click on the links to the videos we highlighted today, including the interview with Ryan Beatty, right down there. Leave a comment down below that and tell us which song you think Ryan should cover next. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, like and recommend the show in the little box below. Share this video with your friends. Do that, and I'll be here at least one more week, daring you to tell me there's nothing to do.